Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought it'd be fun to sit down and share with you my real no makeup routine. And I say real because I wanted to show you like a routine that I have truly been doing that really does kind of look like I'm not wearing makeup. That's the thing about some no makeup tutorials. I mean, I've even done this in the past where the no makeup look is actually more of just a natural makeup look. This is a routine that literally just slightly enhances what I've already naturally got going on. It's not anything too crazy. There's not very many steps at all. You don't even need brushes or sponges to complete this look, which is something that's also very realistic when it comes to like a quick everyday no makeup look, you know, just something you can do in like 5 minutes or less. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. I'm actually doing my makeup for the day. It's the morning. I just barely finished washing my face and I just put a light layer of moisturizer on because usually if I am like in a hurry or in a time crunch, but I want to feel a little more put together, but I don't want to worry about how my makeup's gonna wear off through the day, this is the routine that I do. I can literally fit all of my products with room to spare in my small everyday bag, so that shows you how minimal this routine is. And again, you don't need sponges or anything, so it's a really easy routine to do. So keep in mind, I am going to share with you guys the real products that I personally use to achieve this look, but of course, if there's anything similar, just grab that from your collection and you're going to achieve the same exact effect, if that makes sense. So first off, this is something that I've been reaching for a lot recently. I think it works great for looks like this, and it also works great if you wear a face mask throughout the day because it doesn't really look makeup-y to begin with. It's not makeup to begin with. It leans a little more on the skincare side, but it does tint the skin a little bit and reduces redness, which is something that I personally feel like makes me feel a little better. So it's this right here. It's the Dr. Jart Cicapair Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment. I actually have the mini size, which is significantly less expensive than the large size. And since I don't use this as my skincare product, I use it in routines like this. I feel like this is gonna last me a long time. So for me personally, I don't see a need to buy the full size. And even when I run out of this, I still feel like I'll buy the mini size because again, you don't need that much and I don't use it in my daily skincare routine. It's more for this type of a look. So it's actually green, which is kind of scary at first, but I literally just dot this all over the face. The nice thing about this too is it has SPF 30 in it, which, you know, can cut your skincare routine down as well since there's already sunscreen in it. So I'm just gonna start blending this out using my hands. As you warm this up into the complexion, it will kind of tint a little bit and get rid of that green color, which is nice. So I literally just apply this like a lotion. So again, you don't have to use this exact product. There are so many like tinted skincare products out there, and that's basically the idea of this. Choose something that's gonna be more skincare based with a little bit of a tint if you need it versus something that's an actual makeup item, even like a tinted moisturizer, because I find that those tend to have a little bit more coverage to them. And anything that has a lot of coverage, when it gets wiped off or worn down through the day, I feel like it doesn't look as natural anymore because you can see the distinct difference between the layer on top of your skin and the skin underneath. So this kind of like meshes the two. I mean, you can tell it literally still looks like my skin, just a little bit more even toned in my opinion. Next up is a product that I fell immediately in love with. This is like pretty new to me. Actually, this whole routine is a little bit of a preview into my favorites video that's coming soon because I genuinely have been loving all these products. But you guys know I recently tried out the Jones Road Face Pencil. I bought 2 shades. You don't need 2 shades for this look. You just need one, but I love this for a look like this, especially. It's just a crayon. You literally color on your face. I personally love to brighten up the under eyes, so I focus it here. And again, no brush is needed. In fact, this formula works best with a finger anyway. So I'm just gonna go ahead and press that underneath the eye. This is one of the only concealer products that I feel like somehow manages to give the coverage that I personally need without looking like makeup. I don't know how this does it because other more sheer concealer products in the past literally look like nothing, or they're too slick and slippery to the point where they don't really wear well all day. I find that this wears well and the finish of it is Not too dewy, not too matte. I don't need to powder this under the eyes for it to last well throughout the day. Somehow it looks like skin. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand how this works, this formula works, but I'm not complaining. I'm so glad that I found something like this. By the way, I chose the shade 2 for this because if there is a spot that I do want a little bit more covered, I find that this pencil works for that. The other shade that I have is the shade 1, so it's a little more bright. So yeah, I just used one shade for this. And honestly, I don't even need all my blemishes to be covered. I just like them to be kind of slightly more even toned. Because again, like, my goal here is to make it look like I'm not wearing makeup. And in order to do that, you can't have a fully flawless base. You know what I mean? Unless your skin is naturally fully flawless and even toned, more power to you. But for me, it's not. So I don't really want to create a mask. I want to still have that difference in the natural coloring of my cheeks and, you know, letting some of my blemishes show through, because who really cares anyway? Sometimes I will come in on the eyelids and just take what's left on my fingers and kind of cancel out the discoloration there. But again, I don't want to apply too much on the lids because for me, my eye shape will crease if there's too much product there. So just using what's left on my fingertips to slightly cancel things out works good enough for me. This is a step that honestly some people might be able to skip. For me, I need my brows, so I take my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, and I actually have been using a slightly lighter shade for this look. This is the shade 3.5. When I do my makeup full on, I usually like to use the shade 4 because it's just a little bit deeper. But having this shade being a little bit lighter, I feel like just allows for error if I'm doing my makeup quickly. I don't have to worry about it being too perfect. So I'm just gonna fill in my brows. And this video is gonna be longer than how long it actually takes me to do this look because I'm like teaching you guys and talking about the products that I'm using, but literally I have been able to do this in minutes. I should time myself actually next time I do this off camera because it's like my fastest makeup routine to date. All right, next up, I have been using my Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara, but I use the shade Crystal, which is the brown black shade. So again, using a brown mascara just kind of softens the lashes a little bit. I'm obsessed with the brown mascara for creating a little bit of definition, but not having it be too harsh, which for this look, I want my lashes to be defined, but I don't want them to be like too done up, you know? So I do a very light layer of this mascara. Normally, I go in pretty ham with the Thrive Cosmetics mascara to really build it up if I'm doing like a normal makeup look. But for a no makeup look, I just want it to be a little more enhanced. And I've been steering clear of lower lash mascara, actually. I find that that makes things look more natural if you're trying to go for a legitimate no makeup look. That's literally it. Sometimes I accidentally get mascara on that lower lash, so I just make sure the lower lash line is clean. Next up, this part is completely optional, but it's made me feel better about myself and made me feel a little bit more lively because in this look, I'm skipping bronzer, I'm skipping highlighter, but I do feel like a blush really helps. And this cream blush has been incredible. This is the Stila Convertible Color Dual Lip and Cheek Cream in the shade Lilium. So I literally just use my fingers, which helps me figure out where to apply cream blush as well, because I'm able to really feel for the cushier part of my face and focus most of the color there, and then I just pull it up and back. I'm obsessed with this color, especially because it's not too much, but I do feel like it gives enough of a tint to really wake up the skin. But once you blend it in, it looks almost like a natural flush. Okay, so there's that. I love that blush. I'm gonna show you guys this step. This is technically one where you would need some sort of a brush or something to apply this. I have gone entire days where I don't use powder, but if you are going to be wearing this for a long time and you want that little bit more longevity, or if you have oily skin in any way, like in the T-zone like I do, or if your under eye tends to crease with whatever concealer you use, this can be a really good way to kind of soften that. So I'm gonna take my number 7 Lift and Luminate Triple Action Translucent Finishing Powder in the shade Light. I do have a little brush for this because I've never been able to apply a powder with my fingertips, but I literally, if I do use powder, and again, I don't always, I will go under the eyes, right here on the sides of the nose, tip of the nose, smile lines, chin, and here right between the eyebrows, just to soften that. I will also sometimes apply a little bit on the lids just to make sure they don't crease if you do tend to crease there as well. So that's an option. Doesn't really do much as far as like coverage goes, but it will do something as far as controlling oils if you need that. I personally can't live without a brow gel, so I always go in with my clear brow gel. This one is from Benefit. All right, and then last but not least, for lips, I already have my lip balm on from when I did my skincare, since I just barely did my morning skincare routine before filming this. I'm just gonna pat that down a little bit so I can show you these lip options. If you want a little bit of color, like if you find that that really helps you feel a little bit more alive and awake, I personally have been really into the Flower Beauty Color Shift Lip Smoothie. This like tints your lips the most beautiful pink color. It uses the pH of your lips to kind of tint it to make like a perfect pink to suit you. But my other option that I've been loving is this right here from Dose of Colors. This is the Lip Reveal Lip Balm, and it's actually in the shade Peach. So it's not completely clear. It has a tiny little tint to it, because you know how sometimes like a clear balm can slightly lighten the tone of your lips in a way. I feel like, at least for me, that can happen. So I like having a little bit of a tint. I'm gonna use the Dose of Colors one today because more often than not, this is what I wear. And I love that slightly peach hue because I feel like it does give me something. But if you're gonna be wearing a mask, you don't have to worry about any sort of color transferring anywhere on the lips. All right, you guys, that's literally my routine. Just because I'm under studio lights, I am gonna add the tiniest bit more of that blush because I feel like I'm looking a little more washed out than when I do this in natural light. But yeah, okay, so also this wears so well through the day. I feel like it gives me a really nice, natural, healthy glow. It doesn't get overly oily on me. So again, I don't feel like I need to use powder unless I'm gonna be in a hot climate, which it's freezing here, so at least right now I'm not. But yeah, that's literally my no makeup routine. I truly feel like it looks like I'm not really wearing makeup at all, which is the goal. That also makes me feel confident in how it will wear throughout the day, because if it does smear or fade, it's not gonna look funny because it looks like skin already, so it will really mesh with my actual skin underneath. So yeah, I wanted to share this with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys found it helpful. I know so many of you guys are realistically doing these types of makeup looks most often, since most of us are just chilling at home usually. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more of like an everyday makeup tutorial that has a little more than this, let me know. I mean, I have a ton of different everyday makeup tutorials on my channel, but if you want an updated one, let me know in the comments. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie, and I would love for you to join the family. You can do so by hitting the subscribe button, and if you're already a subscriber but you want to be notified on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, click on the bell after you subscribe and you'll get a notification every single time I post. All right, you guys, I am done. This is literally the look I'm gonna wear all day long. I've got meetings after this, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.